So, hopefully it came off the developer insights, because I said, until I see you next time in the kit reveal. And here's the kit reveal, cool. For Dash Rednar. Anyhow, wait a mother effing minute. Hold on. I hit that button. Why didn't that work? Stupid thing. Here's the kit reveal. Hey, is this the video that I already have? It is. Look at that. They're embedding it. Oh, that's cool. Why is it stopped for? Stupid phone. Anyhow, like I was trying to say, they're embedding it into your... Cool! At least my service is great, apparently. Can't even play a stupid little 8-bit video. Anyway, screw that for now. Dash Rednar, light side. Yep, blah, blah, blah. First one, Fearless Advance. So it's the first IG that he kills. Boom! Shows up, loads the gun. IG had so much time to shoot him, and he just stood there like an idiot. Look, loading gun, just standing there, though. Final text. Deal physical damage 3 times to target enemy. For each critical hit, call another random prepared ally to assist. Dealing 75% less damage. Limit once per ally. Okay, that's cool to get an assist for each critical hit, so that could be 3 assists if all the hits were a critical hit. But dealing 75% less damage. Ugh. It's only 25% damage we're dealing. That's some trash. It's still cool, though. It's an assist. I'm only kidding around with hating on it. Special one, stop right there! Police, freeze! Pull down 2. Okay, do that again. So you're loading your gun. 2 IGs are just standing there. 2 IGs not moving while you're taking 3 hours to load your gun. It takes that one out, though. It doesn't mean it's a strong move. Those are just some weak IGs. They're level 1 and you're level 80. But what does it say? Final text. Deal special physical damage. Wow, I don't know where special came from. Deal physical damage to target enemy and dispel all buffs on them. Then stun them for 1 turn. This attack deals 20% more damage for each buff dispelled. Okay, so if you had a lot of buffs and you do something like that, like if you're going up against a Jedi team, maybe that would be cool. Yoda putting all those buffs on everyone and then boom! Take them all off and do, 100% more damage, 120% more damage. And stun them, whoever you go after. Sounds decent-ish. Secret missiles. Cooldown 4. Unlocks at gear tier 3. Okay, so it's kind of a basic move. Again, taking 2.5 hours to load the gun. The IGs are just standing there like idiots. How come every single gun loading animation is exactly the same? He stands there, puts a clip in, puts 1 round in, and then goes to town. 1 round, and somehow it's 3 bullets. But in the previous ones, it was 3 bullets, but in a different way. Anyway, final text. Deal physical damage 3 times to all enemies. The first instance of damage dispels stealth and dazes for 2 turns. At first, I thought it said it dispels stealth and dazes. I was like, why would you want to get rid of a daze? Isn't that good if your opponent has a daze? But then I realized, these are 2 different topics. It dispels the stealth, and then it dazes them for 2 turns. The second instance of damage inflicts defense down for 2 turns. And the third instance of damage inflicts critical damage down for 2 turns. Defense is critical damage. Yeah, critical damage is stupid. Defense is good, though. This attack can't be evaded or resisted. Wait a minute. These are guaranteed, right? Yeah, there's no specials here like, oh, I need to have critical hits. So actually, this move is pretty decent. It dispels stealth, it dazes for 2 turns, and it inflicts defense down for 2 turns, and critical damage down for 2 turns. And can't be evaded or resisted. That's not bad. What is this called? Seeker missiles? Leader. Prepared for anything. Final text. Omicron. Which now the Omicrons are out. An Omicron basically is higher than a Zeta. So you could have a Zeta and then you'd have to have an Omicron after that. So anyhow, scoundrel allies enter the battle prepared. And prepared allies gain an additional bonus based on their roll. Doubled for light side scoundrels. Whenever a scoundrel ally gains prepared, they gain critical damage up and offense up for 1 turn. If you're an attacker,
you gain 15% critical damage. If you're a tank, you gain 15% max health, and if you're a support or healer, you gain plus 10 speed and 10% potency. What does potency have to do with a healer? I can understand speed, so then they're going fast enough to keep everyone healthy, but what does potency have to do with anything? I don't know. Oh, now the Omicron is while in Grand Arena, if an ally loses prepared, they gain prepared. Omicrons are supposed to be awesome, and that sounds so stupid. Like, oh, I lost them, I got it back. Like, who cares? I mean, I guess they say while they have prepared, they get these bonuses, but like, it just seems kind of crappy. That's it? That's like the Zeta for, oh, what is it? It's one of the Chewies, I think. His Zeta is the duration of, or no, the cooldown is reduced by 1. Like, how, that's a Zeta? Reduce the cooldown of this move by 1. So stupid. Unique, hot shot. Final text, Zeta. Scoundrel allies gain 20% max health, 20% potency, and 20% offense. Okay. Potency. So the supports and or healers would actually end up with 30% potency gain. Whenever a prepared ally lands a critical hit, all prepared allies gain 2% turn meter. 2%? That's nothing. Seriously? You're still just going to be standing there. This will be a fine addition to... This will make a fine addition to my collection. Where is Starkiller info? Not yet. That's December 15th. K? This idiot just wasted their time to put a K. Starkiller Rex required at R5 to participate. Even JKL wasn't that bad. Okay, that's true and not true. Technically, you need to be Relic 3 to do JKL, but it did always say recommended Relic 5, and I can only imagine that since it says recommended Relic 5, you're gonna need that. Because they always make these events way too hard unless you're like a master at mods. If you're a mod master, then you can get away with their minimum requirements, but otherwise, no. So, to a certain extent, JKL actually was also Relic 5 characters required. Arnold is GOAT. If you know who Arnold is, then that's what makes it goofy. Anyhow, though, the difference, though, between JKL being Relic 5 and Starkiller is most of the characters most people already had by the time JKL came out. You might have not had him Relic 5, but you probably had him at least, like, Gear 12, so getting him to Relic 5 is a little bit of work. These Starkiller requirements require you to unlock the characters. Well, it's kind of a gimme with the Marquee event, but still, you gotta get them. You gotta get them to 7-star, and then you gotta beef them up. It's way more work. So that's the only thing that actually does suck about those R5. I mean, let's put it this way. For Beskar Armor Mando, all you needed was to have those characters at Gear 10. And I didn't even work on IG. I worked on everyone else except him. And even then, it still took me, like, what, 8 months to do that? So now imagine if I had to get them all to Relic 5 instead. I probably still wouldn't even have Beskar Armor Mando. No smuggler tag? Boo! Yeah, that is kind of weird. Paywall to access part... Yeah, that's ridiculous. Paywall to access part of the Marquee event. That's not even a double boo. That's worse. That's like just double middle fingers. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, the whole point of a Marquee event is just to be a freebie, a giveaway to free to play and stuff. Having a paywall on that is psychotic. Fix Lord Failure. I don't know if he needs to be fixed. I haven't seen much about him, and I obviously don't have him or anything. But from what I've heard, when he's with not Darth Maul, the new Maul, it's actually like a super high-end team. From what I've heard, it becomes like easily the best GL squad. Then again, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe that was sarcasm. I don't know. Maybe what I heard wasn't a true review. Needed more tunes, though, hence more gear and relic scraps. That's true, too. I didn't think of that. These Star Killer Rex need R5, but it's only 4 characters. Where Jedi Knight Luke was what? It was Wampa. It was Commander Luke Skywalker. It was 3PO, Lando, Hermit Yoda, Frosty Han, and Frosty Leia. And is there anybody else? If that's it though, that's 7 characters. This one's only 4, so it's almost double the amount of characters. And you still need it to be at least Relic 3. So double the amount of characters and Relic 3, it's probably actually still more work. Well, like I said, most people probably had all those characters, but you know what I mean. Needed less marquees though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most people probably already had majority of the characters, where this is all marquees now. None of these characters exist. You can't start working on them yet for Starkiller. More total gear, maybe, but you'd need it. But you'd need no flawed signal data and no ordiums. I don't know what those are. Huh? Reading this under the BAM lead, if you passed Han and Chewie prepared, there should be TM of 4% per attack. Vader Chewie is well prepared for this guy. Does an additional prepared bonus stack? Does it go away when they're no longer prepared? What do you mean by past Han and Chewie prepared? 5th would be young Lando? Young Han would also work, I guess, though it doesn't seem like he gains passes. Okay, these are just people kind of just talking. Bam, Dash, Han, Chewie, and Young Han would be the team, I would say. Young Han can pass prepared to anyone after a successful attack. And then Han and Chewie should be passing 12% turn meter per attack. How can you dispel something for 2 turns? See? They got confused like I initially did too. No, it's 2 sentences. The first instance of damage dispels stealth, and then it also dazes them for 2 turns. They're dazed for 2 turns. It doesn't have stealth dispelled for 2 turns. Young Han can get prepared to anyone. So just have him on squad unless I miss a part of the kit that explicitly grants prepared. Yeah, it says... Yeah, what are they talking about? So just have him on squad unless I missed a part of the kit that explicitly grants prepared. Yeah, his leader ability is explicitly grants prepared right off the bat. What the heck? Other scoundrels like young. I think it means it dazes for 2 turns. Yes. Ignore this comment. Sure. What the heck? Thanks, guys. That clears it up. I hope it's just an oversight. He doesn't have. Oh, that doesn't have a spine attack. It'd be ridiculous for him not to have it, both for mechanics reasons and lore reasons. Good sign that I need sleep, or a serious cognitive reevaluation. No, it's the way that they phrase it. It confused me for a second too, and then I realized, oh, I see. They worded this poorly. Is the Omicron on his lead really good enough for Dash lead to be better than Qi'ra and Gak? Okay, so here's the situation on that. No, I don't think so at all. However, it does sound like Dash lead would be better than Qi'ra. Qi'ra lead kind of is a failure. Like, when I use her in that event, I don't know what the event is called, but it gives you, like, stuff that you can use to slice mods. But, like, she doesn't seem that great as the leader. She's usually killed first. I don't feel like anything changes. I mean, I worked on Qi'ra specifically for that event. And I feel like my team in general is exactly the same as before when I didn't even have her beefed up and I was using 4 characters to do the event. So, based on what I'm reading from this one with, whatever his name is, Dash, it seems like his leader ability would be way better. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but it seems like it'd be way better. Omicrons are likely going to be a hot commodity, and his leader ability looks pretty underwhelming overall, especially if the prepared bonuses don't stack. I don't know. I don't feel the same way as you, although I do feel the same way about Omicrons going to be a hot commodity. It's ironic because I finally am at a point in the game where I'm kind of caught up on Zetas, and now they're going to start putting Omicrons for everyone. So it's like, it's going to be like the new situation with Omegas. When I first started playing the game, Omegas were the thing that I never had enough of. Then I finally started to catch up. They came out with Zetas. Then Zetas I never had enough of. Not too long ago, I needed 40 Zetas still. Now I'm caught up. I'm at 150. I'm sitting on 150 Zeta shards. So that's, what, 8? That's almost 8 complete Zetas that I could make. And now they're going to do this. Omicrons. So I'll be behind on something new. Then if the day ever comes to catch up on Omicrons, they'll come out with Omicrons too. Just always keep it behind. It seems like a good kid. Another lead for smugglers. Although the paywall on the marquee event isn't cool. Yeah, that is psychotic. And also, why doesn't Dash have the smuggler tag? I don't know, I thought that was kind of weird too, but I had never played the game, so I wasn't sure. I was like, maybe he's not a smuggler. Maybe I'm just assuming he is based on how he looks exactly like Han, waist down. I think with Vander and L3, it makes a pretty annoying defensive team to get past without marked. I don't think there was a paywall on the 4 marquee events, just like the Star Killer Legacy Legends permanent one. Wait, what? I don't think there is a paywall on the 4 marquee events, just like the Star Killer Legacy Legends permanent one. What is that question? Just like the Star Killer Legacy Legends permanent one. There is a paywall though. It's the legacy portion of the marquee event. You need to have your characters at 5-star. Well, when it's a marquee event, that means the character just came out. So that's really the only way you're supposed to be able to get the new character, unless you buy shards from the store. So that's what the paywall is. If you want to access the legacy portion of that event, the marquee event, you got to buy the shards. So yes, there is a paywall. Anyway, that's it on the kit review and a little bit of browsing these comments. It's kind of cool. I don't really care about characters like him. Obviously, he'll end up getting worked on. It's ironic. I don't care about Dash Rednar at all. He's not a character that I'm interested in beefing up. But because you need him for Star Killer, and I want Star Killer, I'm going to eventually have to work on him. So I guess it is what it is. It'll be cool, I guess, to replace Qi'ra in my smuggler team with Dash someday, though. Anyways, that's it. And until the next one, I said see ya!